Hello everyone. It's Stray Faye here with another episode of Olympia Soiree. Alright, what happened last episode? We're getting through Riku's route, so waiting for the romance to happen, but I think we're gonna see it soon. Because even though Riku's like kind of insisting, like, no, we're just friends. Byakuya is starting to like kind of give up on the relationship. It's like she's kind of like a bittersweet give up. She still like likes Riku, but she knows she can't be with him. And then she reiterated that she has to find a husband within a year, and this is kind of causing Riku to panic. So we're gonna probably have a little reversal. Instead of Byakuya chasing after Riku, Riku's gonna probably start chasing after Byakuya and realize his feelings. I've also had some other familiar route stuff. We like saw Aohito again, and like we had to deliver his letter to his mom in the Blue District, and it turns out like she was dead all along, or at least like a month ago she passed away from Haku. So like there are similar events to like other routes, but the only difference is that Riku was involved in like taking us there. Alright, so let's begin this next chapter. God-given role. Looks like we wrote our letter to Shura to be admitted to her all-girls school. Alright, please take this to elder sister Shura of the Blue. As you wish. I want to check on my deliveries for the day, but I don't want to pass through Kunado. It's the only way. You don't know Riku's schedule. Even then, like, you could be on like guard duty for a while. You want to check your letterbox every day, right? I hope Riku isn't around. I kept repeating that to myself as I headed over. It hurts to see him. Oh no, he's blushing. Oh, God, why is he so cute? Is he like looking at her, or is he just like lost in thought? Is he gonna get surprised to see us? Stay calm. Just be normal. Good morning, Olympia. Please proceed. Good morning. It's a fine day today. If you don't mind, I'll just... I forced a smile onto my face when suddenly... Co-class woman! Ah! Uh-oh. There's some stressful situation happening. A woman came running towards the shrine gate, like up it or down it. Olympia, stand back. This could be dangerous. Yes! Hope no one's getting attacked. But that's one of the things like Kairi was kind of like angry about. That's why she went off on us. From behind the woman came a number of soldiers chasing after her. Uh-oh. A crowd began to form from the commotion. Help! Please help! Riku, get her! She's a Hazushi! Oh no! What? She slept with a man from the Jade. We need to capture and execute her. Wow, okay, just throwing judgment out there. At that moment, oh god, it's like when they say like man from the Jade, just like think of Nagusa, but like in that case, like both parties would be punished, so I don't think Nagusa did it. Riku and I looked at each other. Riku, don't just stand there, get her! Right. He nodded but didn't move. Uh-oh, his morals are getting a little shaken here. Before long, the woman ran past Riku and towards the slope to Yomi. Riku, what in the world are you doing? Hurry, after her! Riku turned his back on me and ran. But although he was in pursuit, he seemed as though he was the one looking for help. Let me go! Let me go! Riku seemed to run after her quite slowly. But with her stamina depleted, he somehow caught up and grabbed a hold of her. No, let me go! Help! I didn't do anything wrong! Well done, Riku! Yes. Thank you. I said let me go! You beast! She twisted her body around desperately, trying to escape from Riku's grasp. Oh, we're not seeing the best side of him here. But he has to follow orders. The other soldiers caught up to them and immediately bound her with a rope. Help! Someone! I couldn't help but turn my head away. I didn't know if I should be looking at him now. I wanted to help her, but I couldn't move a finger, let alone speak. I didn't know what to do. No! I don't want to die! I don't want to die! I don't want to be executed! I quickly tried to run after her, but the jostling crowd blocked my way as she was being led out by the soldiers. Before long, Riku was beckoned into a carriage by a man who appeared to be his superior. Riku! Well, that was not a nice sight. Oh, Kuroba's here. Olympia, are you alright? Are you hurt? Yeah, you guys came here with a commotion. Akaza and Kuroba came running up to me as I stood there next to the shrine gate in a stupor. I'm fine, but... Looks like they captured another Hazushi. Akaza looked down the road. The carriage with Riku and the crying woman was no longer in sight. What have I done? I must have looked at Riku in a way that made him feel guilty. The two of them seemed to hold their breath. He did what he had to do as a soldier. But I think I looked at him accusingly. I just didn't know what to do. A difficult situation. He had to follow orders, but yeah, like, what he had to do was quite monstrous. The carriage was far beyond the horizon now. I see. It was him. Riku didn't do anything wrong. He really didn't do anything wrong, but... Who was I even speaking to? Why was I trying to make excuses now? What should I do? I don't have the right to look down on Riku. I'm not a god, so I have no right whatsoever, but... I could see the woman's frightened, crying face clearly in my mind, and my legs began to shake. Please, Akaza! Kuroba, help her! I just couldn't hold back anymore. I even wanted to chase after the carriage. I'll do anything to save her. So please help her. I cannot make any promises. But I will check with them to make sure they have substantial evidence. We heard people talking at the plaza about soldiers chasing after her. This is around the time you pick up your letters, so we were worried. That's right. The letterbox. But that aside, please do your best to save her. Even after Akaza and Kuroba left, I still wasn't able to leave the spot where I stood. I need to do my deliveries, but I can't bring myself to walk to Yomi. No! I don't want to die! I don't want to die! I felt an inexplicable feeling of loss as I remember her screams and Riku's face. Oh, Satsuki. Uh-oh. Another Hazushi. Although they haven't done anything, they just They just, they want to, but yeah, they haven't gotten caught yet. Lady Olympia. Satsuki. You saw that, didn't you? Another person was captured. I know it's wrong to blame the military, but these incidents have been occurring much more frequently. I saw Yogi the other day. Has he already left for the other island? Satsuki gave a small nod, then continued with a tearful smile. Used to be a vendor, selling udon noodles at a food stall. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, it's like Kaina's story is like fell in love with the Otsu woman. It's like she used to sell stuff at a food stall too. Just kept like visiting her. My love for the noodles he made eventually turned into my love for him. When I say it like this, I wonder if it sounds as though I love the noodles more than him. But they really were delicious. The broth was so flavorful and soothing. But the military began to watch us. Sorry, I've got a frog in my throat. And now, he has fled to a remote island. I see. I do not wish to die. I want to live with him. But after seeing what just happened... Satsuki's shoulders were shaking. I wish I was not born into the red. I respect Lord Jigen, but if I had been born into the Otsu class with Yogi, I would not need to suffer like this. She belonged to the red, a primary color class. Others dreamed of being born into such fortune. And yet, here she was, cursing her very color. If I could disown my color, I would do so without hesitation. I hate our color class system. As you can see, I am of the blue. It is my duty to preserve my color. Some try to protect and preserve their color, and others wish they could leave it all behind. Which is right? Which is wrong? I know that's something I can't decide. Was that woman from earlier really going to be executed for this? Satsuki, I don't have any other way to support you but through words. Please don't give up. Don't give up hope. Even if something doesn't change today, it might change tomorrow. That was what I wanted to believe. This world is so beautiful, yet terrifying. I've already asked my friends at the Kodawari to take care of the woman who was just captured. May not save her in the end, but it's better than nothing. At least for now. I'm gonna go and see the elders. Will you be alright? I won't be bringing a weapon or anything. I'll just try to talk to them. Sometimes talking gets you executed though. Satsuki looked down in remorse. Right now, I'm worried about you. I didn't intend on involving you to this extent. I made the choice to be involved. I better get going. See you. Please stay safe. Oh, we're gonna... Hi, Shura. Are we gonna bother her first? I have kept you waiting, Olympia. I am so happy you came to see me. It is a beautiful day. Let us have our discussion outside as we enjoy it. I initially thought she would shoo me away, but I guess I thought wrong. Why is this stressful music happening? But Shura and the leaders of the secondary classes do not agree. I had no time to think before coming. I only hailed a nearby fiacre from the wharf and came as soon as I could. What should I say to her? It It wasn't as though I had this plan from the beginning. What is it you wish to speak with me about? Is it the enrollment request that you sent this morning? Well, I really am looking forward to the school you're building, but that's not why I came here. I don't want to just beat around the bush, so I should just be honest. I straightened my back and took a long, deep breath. I came to ask if you would reconsider your stance on Hazushi executions. Oh my. Her expression wasn't one of surprise. She merely smiled with her crimson lips. Why does it seem so evil here? Like, people are dying just because they're falling in love. I'm not dismissing the color class system, but I believe the executions are far too extreme. Elder sister simply fanned herself and didn't say a word. I understand some kind of punishment is needed. If so, wouldn't working on the pillars serve enough as a form of punishment? I believe there are other ways of paying for one's crimes rather than death. Is that all you wish to say? Huh? Sweet Olympia, you do not understand how arrogant you are. From the perspective of one raised on Tenyo Island, what we do here may seem frightening. But this island has observed its customs for ages. What you are doing now is merely imposing your own values onto others. I mean, but the custom is not happy for anyone. Like, no one wants this. You're just doing it just because. Her words froze me in place. All Elder Sister was doing was smiling at me. You are free to think as you wish, but do not involve the people of Tengu Island in your selfishness. Is it really selfish to not, like, ask people to, like, not just be killed willy-nilly just because they fell in love with the wrong person? How could I be so stupid? The person in front of me stood on equal ground with Lord Jigen and Doma. What made me think I could change her mind? If we allow the Hazushi to run rampant, we will lose the sanctity of our colors, rendering this island unsightly. We would lose the power of Batsu, and with it, the means to send off souls in peace. Is there, like, another way to send off souls in peace? Like, the people on Tenyo Island, they just buried the dead. And, I mean, it seemed fine, I guess. There were, like, corpses just lying around. Is that what you want? Absolutely not. I was just... People still break the rules, despite the penalties being as heavy as executions. What do you think would happen if we lightened their sentences? She never raised her voice or lost her temper. She merely smiled at me gracefully with her fan in hand. By the way, Olympia, it seems you have become rather close with Riku recently. Uh-oh, is that gonna be a problem? I suppose I can reconsider my stance if you promise to never go near him again. Elder sister? Uh-oh. I mean, I don't think the lover angle is not true, but yeah, Riku has to consider, like, being the leader. He probably needs to marry a woman of the blue. I am only joking. I will not involve the affairs of the blue in decisions that unpack the island. But it is high time that you grew up. You are a precious, precious daughter of the white. You must find a good husband and bear children as soon as possible. I understand. If you and Riku are really in love with each other, I will allow it to happen. But should you contract Haku while you await his coming of age, The white bloodline may go extinct. What are you suggesting here? Okay. Oh, you mean like while we wait for Riku to turn 30? Is that what she's saying? She just wants us like to rush having babies before then. Oh, it's not like maybe it was a threat. It's like, are you gonna make me contract Haku? We know from like other like Kuroba's route, like Byakuya seems to be very much immune to illnesses though, like for some reason. Just the benefit of being of the white. Riku cannot be your husband. I do not mean to torment you. Both you and Riku are important to me. I hope you understand that. And I appreciate your request to enroll, but I cannot admit you into the school. Why not? You just don't like us. Huh? No, to be precise, you no longer require schooling. I don't require it. Please, can you reconsider? She doesn't want her to be like an influence within the school, probably. I want to learn with everyone else too. I heard Doma assigned you a teacher and allows you to read all the books in his manner. But the women of this island do not have the same freedom as you did. We were told that we didn't need knowledge. We were even told reading would prevent us from bearing children. What? The role given to the women of this island is to bear children. Gaining knowledge was thought to make us do foolish things. Just like you, Olympia. I couldn't immediately comprehend what elder sister just said to me. Like, it's just such a flip-floppy way of thinking. Like, oh, she wants to elevate women, but let's kill the Hazushi. What? Because customs. Yet she wants to get rid of the custom of not teaching women. What? The duality. The duality of people. I only knew she was cutting me off. That much was clear. In the past, Jigen pressed Nintoku University to admit women of the island as students. But the male students disapproved of the concept and left one by one, thus denying his wish. Which is why I am building a school only for women. But now that I've spoken with you, I am beginning to think that was a mistake. But why? Because some may start wanting to change to come to the island. But didn't you want change? Like, you want change. You want to educate women. Oh, man, but you want to keep everyone, like, just steeped in, like, backwards customs. You've met Aohito, yes? If you had not thought to abolish executions, he might have been with his mother in her final hour. My hands and legs started to shake. There's such hypocrites. Like, oh, it's his fault we arrested him. What? It took all my strength to continue to stand. Not exerting so much effort for change is one way to live a life of happiness. Olympia, do you desire additional hardships? She was smiling as she spoke. But deep inside her beautiful navy blue eyes, there was a hint of something that lacked luster. A color that had been ravaged by despair. I don't agree with you. This is the correct answer, and I also don't agree with her. I don't agree with you. I'm sure there are many girls who want to learn. Isn't that the reason you decided to build a school for them? I may not be as wise as some, but I'm still grateful to have the knowledge I do. So please don't say that it's a mistake to build a place to gain knowledge. What happened to Aohito was truly unfortunate. And I may be arrogant in wanting to bring about change. But I can't just turn a blind eye to things worth changing. Older sister stared at me in silence. The blue was of the utmost importance to her. I knew she loved her color more than anything. Which is why I didn't want to argue with her, but... In any case, I have no intention of revisiting my stance in relation to executions. But... Please, can you reconsider even for a moment? I will ask you again. Will you take responsibility if Batsu is lost for eternity? I mean, it's not just only, like, the blue that have Batsu, though, right? Like, Imako has Batsu. Byakuya has Batsu. It can emerge in other colors. It's just more frequent in the blue. Maybe some of the people in Yomi know how to use Batsu, but just keep it hidden. The people of the blue are guardians of the precious power of Batsu, and must protect it at all costs. That is a role given to the blue. Those branded as Hazushis seek to trample upon our sacred mission. But by just, like, loving someone. Why do you have to make it about you, Shura? It's not about you. And of course, it is not only the blue that wish to preserve their colors. In short, would you not agree that the Hazushi are willingly refusing the meaning of life on this island? Do you consider that the right thing to do? Are you really so foolish? I couldn't say a single word in response. There's nothing that we can do to really, like, change her thinking. Olympia, this is no different from your duty to preserve the white bloodline. I hope you'll understand. Maybe they need to find another way. Like, if, like, Batsu is their only way in like, taking care of bodies, like, find a different way. Isn't that, like, what, like, Doma did with the solar link? Like, the Women of the White was used to, like, help the sunshine, but now that there's no Women of the White, like, he established the solar link instead to use souls. Maybe that's what Shura's worried about. Like, oh, maybe if we don't need Batsu, we'll just eradicate the blue. Like, I mean, it's not like we're gonna start executing you guys. It's like you guys can just marry the people that you want then. Like, you get more freedom. Akaza would be the perfect husband for you. Jigen will be pleased. You are close to him, no? The island will surely celebrate such a grand wedding. Now then, excuse me. She just wants, sure, is this like conversation over? I had no chance of convincing her otherwise. As I watched her walk away, I felt disappointment in how powerless I was. Sweet Olympia, you do not understand how arrogant you are. I lost the moment she said that. I didn't have any words to fight her logic. I'd love to say that it was just elder sister being mean, but I knew I lacked the knowledge to persuade her. I'm sorry, Satsuki. I want to do something to help you and Yogi, but I don't know what else I can do now. I'm sorry I can't be of any help. I began my departure from the Blue District on heavy feet. Back to the plaza. Hey, did you hear? Another Hazushi was just caught at Kunado. Again, why the hell do they keep doing such a stupid thing? like maybe you don't understand until you fall in love, then you'll understand. Don't listen to them. Despite my efforts, I couldn't help but eavesdrop. They should just find all those losers and hurry up with the executions. Yeah, sleeping with those Ko and Otsu people is gonna make us rot. It's the opposite. like if people start blending colors or like start having more variety in their genetics. It actually saves them from Haku. I silently clenched my fist. The men talking to each other had beautiful, pure colors in their hair and eyes. I should send in a report one of these days. 100,000 is a good deal of pocket change. Oh, right, to try to, report someone committing Hazushi. My body shook with intense anger, and that's just pocket change to them. It's just someone's life in exchange for some pocket change. But... Sweet Olympia, you do not understand how arrogant you are. Is it just me? Am I in the wrong? The more I thought about it, the more the pain surged inside of me. I quickly turned around and ran from the plaza. Going to a different plaza. No letters today, but there's nothing to do at the manor. I headed to the bathhouse to check on the letterbox, only to find it empty. I really don't know what I need to do now. I don't want to give up. I want those two to be happy, but... Hello. Hi, sis. Asuha. Hello there, Asuha. Sorry about Hairi. He said some really awful stuff to you last week, didn't he? Huh? I thought Olympia was supposed to be smart, but I guess I was wrong. Remember the other day where you called us a whore? It's my fault for not saying anything back then, but... Trust me, Hairi's really a nice guy. I don't think he said that because he hates you. It's just that he doesn't like anyone at all. So, Dama's too old to get it up, huh? I should have known you'd find a new boy toy, you whore. Oh. It wasn't only last week, though, but I can't say that to him. cover the ears of the child. Don't worry, it didn't bother me. What a relief. Asa must really like Hairi. Wonder if I'll ever be able to get along with him. I looked at his feet to see a row of shoe shining tools. I know. Are you available now? Would you mind shining my shoes for me? Of course. I just did my last customer too. Huh. Lucky me. Now then, please set your foot on this stool. Like this? Heh. I never had my shoe shine before. Seeing Asuha's bright smile and enthusiasm was bringing me back the strength I needed. So first, I'll clean off the soles like so. I watched Asuha grab his brush when someone tapped me on the shoulder. Hi, Kaina. Olympia. Oh, Kaina. Asuha stopped his brushing for a moment and bowed his head. Kaina, let me introduce you to my youngest friend. His name is Asuha. Asuha? The name's Kaina. I know you can tell just by looking at me, but I live in the dorm over there. Nice to meet you. My name's Asuha. Asuha? How about being friends with me too? Or is the mark on my face too much? Of course not. We don't care about that in Yomi. If you don't mind me, then let's be friends. He's not scared of Kaina. I recalled my first encounter with Asuha. He hid behind Kuroba in fear. Don't worry, Asuha. She may be from above, but you can trust her. I guess Asuha opened up quickly to Kaina since they both live in Yomi. I'm so happy I made another friend. It was a bit lonely when I first got here, but I think things will be a lot more fun now. I couldn't say anything in response. It's because I knew the sorrow that lay behind his cheerful smile. Shoe shining, eh? I know. Asuha, why don't we build your very own stand when you get older? A stand? I actually like building things and fixing up stuff as a pastime. Wouldn't it be great if we could build one where you could put up your tools away and maybe brew up a cup of coffee too? That sounds like fun. Hopefully no one trashes it. We know a lot of people abuse Asuha down here. It sure does. Oh, so happy. Hey, have you ever tried floating some cold ice cream over the top of hot coffee? Ice cream? How wonderful. I wouldn't mind trying that. Now he's gonna have like a shoe shining like drink stall. Alright. Well, I better get started and drop some plans. This is like an odd combo, like Kaina and Asuha. She's like, alright, little project here. A stamp from me and Big Bro. Can I invite Hairi? Okay, well, sure, but I mean, he's gonna be flinging insults, but sure. Hairi is like a big brother to me, even though we're not actually related. Great! The three of us can start up a business together. Yay! A stand, coffee and ice cream. I want to help too. You really are the type to want to help out with everything, aren't you? That's just who I am. Since I have my dances and deliveries, maybe I can help part-time. Well, we sure could use a signboard girl in a cute apron if you don't mind. I kinda knows where it's at. A signboard girl? Are you sure I can do that? This coffee stall is sponsored by Olympia. That would be something. We'd have a line around the block. Business guaranteed. Yeah. Once it's ready, we can get Kuroba and Yosuga to be our first customers. Hello. You there, what is the commotion? Oh no, we're not planning a rebellion here, we're just making a coffee stall. Oh no, he finally came back. So what happened to that woman? I'm not sure what to say to him. Yeah, we didn't see a nice side of him. I'm sorry, sir. We were getting a little loud, weren't we? We were having so much fun, we got carried away. Fun? Yes, we were talking about setting up a vendor stand with Olympia as our signboard girl. Olympia, acting on impulse again, are you? Can you please be a bit more selective with whom you associate? Riku? Asuha, let's go and play. Let's get out of here. Oh, sure thing. Kaina gently pushed Asuha's back, sensing we needed to be left alone. Wait a minute. Still, Riku, let's not bring this side of you out right now. I held the two of them back. Riku, they're dear friends of mine, so please don't say such things. I still do not want to see you cursing others. I thought that's what you said to Hairi before. They live in Yomi. Riku? I have told you before, this place and its inhabitants are not worthy of you. Is there some law that says I can't be friends with the people of Yomi? I've never heard of it. There's a saying, mingling with vermilion will turn one red. Do you know what that means? Vermilion proverb. Mingling with vermilion will turn one red is a saying on Tengu Island that warns of being selective of one's company. In other words, bad company corrupts good habits. Correct answer is, I know what it means. We had a glossary entry, sir. I know what it means, but I am the color I am. No matter which colors I mingle with, nothing will change that fact. Olympia, don't worry about me or Asuha, so let's all stay calm, alright? He's like, I don't want the military, involved in this. Sweet Olympia. You do not understand how arrogant you are. Her words had put me in shackles. Maybe what I was saying now is me being arrogant and pushy with Riku. Is it my fault that you're acting completely different from before? Is it because I looked away from you this morning? Please excuse me. I see I've spoken out of turn. I forgot who you were. Riku? Please enjoy your stay in Yomi. Sis? No, Asuha. Don't worry. Things like this happen all the time, right? That's right. We're used to it, really. Olympia, you heard what that soldier said. Why don't we forget about it? No, I can't do that. Alright, that's also the correct choice. There's a lot of choices this chapter. I can't do that. He was a person I loved. I wonder what they would say if they heard me admit that. Asa, I know you just started shining my shoes, but could I come back another time? I just remembered something I needed to do. I have to talk with Riku. I don't know if I can make it in time. Of course! Come again anytime! Thank you! I'll definitely will one of these days. See you! He's not here. Is he off duty? Oh, I'm sorry. Do you know where Riku is? As Wakasa. Riku's on his break. He should still be around this area. Thank you. Something was definitely wrong with him. And if it's my fault, I need to talk to him about it. It wasn't my intention to make him feel bad earlier. I hoped he was willing to talk so we could clear the air. There he is! He was standing on the bridge. His beautiful blue hair blew in the evening breeze. Riku! Do you have some time to talk? What is it? I could tell by his tone that there was some distance between us. Is he angry? Sweet Olympia, you do not understand how arrogant you are. It was no use. I couldn't seem to put it into words. I bit down on my lip when... Hello, Sakyo. Hi. If it isn't Riku and Lady Olympia, we're seeing all sorts of people today. Good evening, Lord Sakyo. Good evening. Are you unnerved by him? It is unusual to see you visit the Pied District. Come now, I am a doctor after all. The colors of the districts do not concern me. I have just completed a visit to a patient living near here who developed Haku symptoms. Please be careful to avoid contracting it. Why, of course. Just because I have already had Haku does not mean I cannot be reinfected. He had Haku? Is that why his eye is like that? Riku, you should be careful as well. You are next in line to become leader. There's not much I can do to be careful when the cause for Haku is still unknown. But I will offer my prayers to Lord Hiroko at the very least. By the way, Riku, are you close to this young woman? Uh-oh. The atmosphere suddenly became uncomfortable. Although his voice was gentle and unaccusing, I felt that his words were condemning us. Why do you not answer, Riku? Well, that's... The sky was slowly being painted in vermilion. a very eerie and virulent color. It almost appeared as if the sky were bleeding. No, we are not very close. I knew he would say that. When would I ever learn that hope only led to despair? but he felt hesitant to say it. But it's just what he says, not like she didn't think about how he said it. My stomach felt cold, as if it had been frozen. That is good to hear. I know you are well aware of it, but make sure you do not stray off your chosen path. Riku was clearly looking away from him. Did that mean anything by chance? Is Sakio gonna, like, mess with our relationship if we do get closer? If so, why was I still holding out hope? Some say she is the goddess of the white, and she certainly possesses such beauty. I would not be surprised if a man your age fell in love with her. But Riku, you must remain pure until 30. Then, you can marry Woman of the Blue. She must not be tainted in any way, and neither should you. He wasn't reprimanding or threatening him. He was simply trampling on my heart with a smile on his face. For some reason, he was similar to elder sister. Lord Sakio. What is it, Riku? You seem flustered. Just so I am clear, you are not thinking of marrying her, are you? You will not abandon your pride as a blue and bring sorrow to your mentor Shura, will you? Riku was looking at me as if he wanted help. But what can I even say? Riku, what is your color class? I am... What is it, Riku? What color is the ribbon that you wear? I am of... the esteemed blue. Like, it's kind of weird that Sakio is meddling in this. Like, is he of the blue class? I thought he was... He's of the violet, right? Like, what's in it for him? Riku's face was distraught, as if he were being forced to endure torture. I didn't want to see him suffer like this anymore. Yes, and what is your role as the next leader of the esteemed blue class? Come now, you know the role given to you. Of course I do. Riku's being pressured here. My role is... to produce beautiful and powerful children of the blue, who shall inherit the power of Matsu. Oh, his eyes are like kind of dulled out. God, this rhetoric must have been like pounded into his head as a child. Is that so? Then I'll take that one. I don't want you to burn yourself. Why of all times is that coming to mind? Riku, I told you before that the women of Tenyu Island can only bear children of the white. Yes. My heart must already be shattered in a million pieces. Oh god. Like right in front of Byakuya. Like disavowing their relationship before it could even start. Which is why I didn't feel sad at all. Everything inside me was completely empty. Please, do not worry, Lord Sakio. I promise I will retain my purity until 30, and become the rightful leader of the blue. And I'll marry a woman who can bear children of the blue. Do not be worried. She is only... a friend. Riku, you know I do not say this out of hatred for you two. If you know you cannot be with her, would it not be best to avoid attachment? Lord Sakio. Huh? The idea that love is something beautiful and sweet is a mere fabrication. A woman who can only bear children of the white cannot be your wife. If she does become your wife, you will both be villainized by the people of the blue. Please stop. You do not want her to go through that, do you? Riku, she is not your soulmate. Lord Sakyo, please don't say any more. The man was smiling. He was smiling ever so gently as he tore both Riku's soul and mind to shreds. Riku, you are of the precious blue. Yes. I am of the precious blue. Is he being like hypnotized? Like this almost his personality. Personality keeps changing. His blue eyes were no longer looking at anything. I feel like there's a lot of childhood trauma to unpack here. Please excuse me. I ran to the beach and fell upon the sand. Tears rushed out of me like a broken dam, making it hard for me to breathe. Riku? What was I expecting? How could I be so foolish? I knew all along that we couldn't be together. I hadn't been deceived. He didn't say that he loved me. It was only I who had fallen in love with him. Riku? Even if he did show me the slightest bit of love, the size of a grain of sand, I couldn't bear the children he needed. Listen carefully and promise me. Promise me that you'll find your true love and live as happily as your mother has. Mother? If this what it meant to love, then I didn't want to love anyone anymore. Oh god. The love can't even, like, blossom here. Parting ways, no! Like, everyone's just trampling on our feelings here. These poor star-crossed lovers here. Just from the wrong families. Alright. Oh god, sad music. I guess Byakuya's going into despair here. Alright, we will have to continue this in the next episode. Hope you guys are having a fun and relaxing time. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.